name is Yovka and this is Create with Passion. In today's video I'm gonna make a simple pillow cover, and you will not need so many skills or materials or so on. If you don't have a piece of fabric, you just find an old piece of clothing that you don't use anymore and you can reuse it. You don't need a zipper or buttons or anything. So this pillowcase, it's so simple that even dummies can make it. You will need one pillow so you can take the measurements of the pillow, and of course you will need also a piece of fabric and small tools. In case you don't have sewing machine, you can sew it by hand, but of course that will take a little bit more time. Here is the pillow I picked. It's a rectangle pillow and of course a piece of fabric which was leftovers, and it's also a dead stock. So before I start everything, I have to measure the pillow, and imagine we need actually 2 rectangles pieces of the fabric. So I'm measuring the longest part of the pillow, writing it down of course because I don't want to mess it up, and as well measuring the short part. So when we have those measurements, we can figure out how big our rectangle has to be. Imagine we need 2 rectangles, and we have to divide one of them into 2 equal parts, but they have to overlap, so that's why we'll add additional 10% to the small pieces in length. I'm writing down everything and of course calculating and figuring out how big the pieces have to be, and I need to check if I have enough fabric before I start everything. So before you start sewing your pillow, I will advise you to also iron the material, because sometimes the material could be wrinkled, as you could see on mine, and that can create little problems while we are sewing it, while we are cutting it. And I advise you to iron it. It takes a couple of minutes. I know it's a bit unpleasant, but that's what I'm gonna do. So as you can see, here I have my sewing machines. I start drawing the pieces on the fabric and cutting them out. And here they are, our 3 pieces, and as you can see, they're overlapping. I will start with connecting the small sides of the big rectangle with the small sides of the other 2 parts, and I will use my overlock machine for the purpose. But in case you don't have an overlock machine, you can use a normal machine and use the zigzag stitch, for example. It's always good to have an overlock machine, but of course it's not a must. And let me not forget, I have to also overlock the other small side of the small parts. I would like to cover the overlock stitch on the small pieces, and that's why I will try to hide it inside the fabric and put a top stitch. The whole 3 pieces are connected. There is already a top stitch on the small parts and they're overlapping each other. Now it's time to put some pins along the longer side on the rectangle, and I'm about to overlock that. And one of the last things is to put an extra stitch all around the rectangle, so that will assure me that I can have this pillow for a longer time and it will not rip off, and I can use it and use it years and years. Our pillow is ready. I'm showing you just how it looks from the back. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you would like to see some more videos from me in the future, you're welcome to come follow me or press the like button. I will really appreciate it, so more and more people can see my creative ideas and my videos. I am Jovka and this was Create with Passion. I'm gonna see you very soon. I hope you have a wonderful week.